EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, but controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Love. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the
clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
He's checking.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20. Back to throw, Watson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Washington 0. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action this time with Love. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Washington 0.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yo,
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's pick it. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First down, Love to pass. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 7.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Love slings this deep from McLaurin, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 52, Mike 52. Yeah. You don't want none. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. 59. I'm going to run you over. 59.
Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Blankenship out for the point after.
The extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
That's the score. Colts 17. Washington 14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Love now on second down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Darius Leonard, his second sack of the night.
It's 4th down and goal.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
Point after.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. What's up? Alert! Mike 59. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Mike 52. Pick it up.
Now it's Watson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Watson. He sets to fire deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming 'cause we coming for the check.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Washington first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the Colts' 49-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Love slings this deep from McLaurin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Watson off play action. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw, Watson. Campbell making the catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Here we go, here we go. Where's Tiggs?
From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing on second down, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll look to run with Taylor. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
On first down, Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings
for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.